Hello! Hello! Right, let's do this. I'm going to do some poems. If you don't like poetry, it's okay. Just think of it as a cappella rap, and we'll be okay. I'm going to do some poems on the themes that we've got today of building bridges. And the first poem is about something which, yeah, it can build bridges. And yeah, it can knock them down as well. Internet. When we first met, it was great to see you. You were my best mate in the best pub with the best grub. You were sausage, mash and peas in a Yorkshire pud the size of a bathtub. Yeah, it was great to see you. Now, I've lost my faith in you. Internet. I remember in our early days watching two people on either side of the Middle East divide, find empathy for each other. And that was in a chat room that displayed nothing but text for people who were fans of Beck. Beck! Imagine if we tried that now, it'd be contentions in all caps, and perhaps someone would mention Scientology, and that row would go on and on and on and on and on. And then a guy would say something misanthropic before a Russian troll stepped in, and then an admin would have to lock the thread because it was off topic. This, he would say, is not about Beck's work post-Odelay. And because everyone is bitter, it wouldn't take long before someone called the admin Hitler. And all this time on a divided West Bank, stones would be thrown at a tank. And kids on both sides of that line would die. Internet. I remember in our early days on a website run by Lucy, making all these friends because of our shared love for John Carpenter movies. Lucy, she could speak eloquently and confidently, and now she expresses her opinions internally and silently because she's trying to second guess what liberties people will take and which ones are going to threaten her with murder or rape. Internet. I remember in our early days, you didn't have to know everything about me. I could have secrets and privacy, let my thoughts take me on a journey, and yeah, I went to some downright strange and scary places, but you were happy for me. You were just glad I was around. Now, you want to know where I am, where I've been, what I'm wearing, what I've bought, what I've sold, who I'm drinking with, who I'm attracted to, my favourite colour, my entire search history, and if I've got any tattoos. You want to know my gender, my sexuality, my age, my ethnicity, my desires, my hates, my hopes, my loves, and my fears. Internet. I have to admit, it's time I withdrew from this relationship, and this isn't it's not you, it's me, it's definitely you. I'm tired of you hiding the truth behind hyperbole, displaying race hate comments, and being a gatekeeper to my content when you suggest nothing but nonsense. Internet. I've lost my faith in you. Cheers. Hashtag acapella rap. Next poem is, right, let's get something out in the open. Let's deal with the elephant in the room. I've got an accent. I know, it's imperceptible, isn't it? I've got an accent, and I did a gig once, and I was told that I had to not do performance poetry because of my accent. Yeah. So I wrote this poem. Now, I've got to do an accent to do this poem, and I'm not very good at it. Okay? I have to do a posh accent. And this isn't me saying that all people who speak with a posh accent are dicks. It's not. This is me saying one person who spoke with a posh accent is a dick. Really it is. And see if you can spot the accent. Like I say, I'm not very good at it, but see if it kind of jumps out at you. I say, that was it. It's good, isn't it? Like Jacob Rees-Mogg in the room. I say, is your name Dave Pitt? I did enjoy your show, but there's one little bit. It's your accent. It's rather crude, and as a result, I must conclude that you need to take lessons and learn to speak right, because you sound very stupid and lacking in foresight. Poets should be well-spoken and have a soft touch. Not sounding like three-syllable words are way too much. Poets should be the gatekeepers of linguistic sobriety. You are a demonstration of the lack of education in our society. Oh, and one other thing which would be most pleasing is if you realise poems filled with rhyming couplets is cheating. Oh, you're one of those people that judges others by the sound of their voice. Isn't that nice? There's a lot of people that say this accent sounds stupid. They say, it's the coal dust that makes you deluded. That is such a funny joke. So original. But allow me to make a point on general principle. Prejudice is prejudice is prejudice. You're only doing it because you and yours benefit. Your comments are actually about you and your controlling nature. And as a result, I hate you. And I bet that previous line is below your station because it doesn't really work in received pronunciation. And as for rhyming couplets, I've got a couple here and I'll say them loud and I'll say them clear. I'm going to finish with a statement that's long overdue. The problem in this world ain't my accent. The problem is prejudice-laden dicks like you. Cheers. Of course, that's not what did happen. What did happen is that I cried. And then 6 months later, I went home and wrote that poem, which just goes to show you can never think of something funny to say at the time, can you? I'm going to finish with a poem now, which I think is the ultimate bridge builder. That'll bring us all together, because it's about love. Oh. Who's here with a partner? Dave, it's a TEDx talk. You do not come to a TEDx talk for a date. Imagine that. Likes, cleverly cited academic works, ideas worth sharing, dislikes, incorrect use of a comma. Oh, dear me. Yeah, so if you are with someone, just give them a little bit of a squeeze, and we'll finish on this one, and then we'll have a rapturous round of applause. I'll smash the stage up. I'll save the N. Does anyone want to buy an N? Does anyone want to buy a U? It's upside down N, right? And then I'll stage dive. So. I want to take you aside and tell you the reason that I'm alive. It's all because of my tattooed bride. Not that it matters, but we met at this group for wannabe actors, and on her skin were these black lines. Those unique designs combined with her mind make her divine. In those early days, I'd think of any excuse to walk her back to her place. No, not to get to first base. I just wanted to hear her speak. Her words were like rainfall washing away the dirt of all the years of mistrust, hatred, and hurt. Listen to me, babbling. I know it must be maddening, but bear with me. This one day, I was walking her home and the rain was soaking us to the bone, but it didn't matter. We just continued our chatter, putting the world to rights, and my life filled with shadows. It got some highlights. And as the rain poured, my confidence soared, and I told her she was adored. This painter, this sculptor, this code and convention corrupter, and as the rain dripped off the end of her nose, I knew that I loved her. It's those tattoos, those unique designs combined with her mind break the confines of my views. I see the world through better eyes, and it's all because of my tattooed bride. She is a lighthouse whose beam beats in time with my heart. She is an effortless Bacall to my wannabe Bogart. She sports odd socks and wears my t-shirt as a vest, and it was obvious we were right for each other when we high-fived after sex. Thank you, folks. Cheers!